Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. My name is Riwante, and I am representing Soapbox Tarot. You might have previously known me as Compassionate Healing Tarot in a past life, and a past life before that one, Ray of Sunshine Tarot. But I'm back as Soapbox Tarot. I promise this is the very last name. This is the last name change, okay? This is what it is now. I'm still the same Riwante, just a different name. Because, with Soapbox Tarot, I always have something to say. I'm always having an opinion. I'm always, having a message to proclaim. So, thank you for joining me, those of you who are watching me for the very first time. And for those who have been watching me, who are watching me after a long time of not seeing me in the public arena of doing readings, welcome back. Glad to see you again. Today I'm going to be doing a weekly read for February the 9th, Sunday the 9th, to Saturday the 15th, 2025, okay? So, Sunday, February 9th to Saturday, February 15th. And the deck is pre-shuffled. The deck that I'm using today is called the Carnival of Time Tarot by Stephanie Barros. Shout out to Ghost Peppermint LLC. This is not a sponsored or anything like that kind of reading or video, so don't worry, I'm not getting paid to do this. This is just me shouting her out. I want to make it clear because YouTube has a thing. So let's begin. Let's get it cracking. So how I'm going to organize this, because the table that I'm using is so small, it's going to be Sunday's card of the week here, Sunday here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday coming here. And it's Saturday now, like when I'm reading it. Like Saturday, I believe it's the 9th? Yeah. Or the 8th. The 8th. Saturday the 8th. Today's the 8th, I believe. So, yeah. So again, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I'm going to go ahead and lay these cards out. Oh. Let me flip them over because, I want you guys to be able to see upright. The way that I have this set up, the phone is kind of like upside down. Let me see if I can just, yeah. And then this is next Saturday, okay? Or Saturday coming. At the bottom of the deck is the Magician. So look at that beautiful artwork with the masked salesman here. I don't know if you guys any of you have ever played The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask, but if you have, comment below. You can comment with the mask. Just show me that you've been watching the reading, okay? So with the Magician at the bottom of the deck, this is talking about creating the reality you seek. Using the skills, the talents, and the abilities that you have to create the reality and the life that you want. And I love that this is coming out because I like to do coaching. That's also my niche. So this card coming out, it's just strangely in line with what I want to do for my audience anyway. So this is the theme of the week. this is what's going to be the overarching theme of the week and what you can expect as it unfolds. So for Sunday the 9th, we have the Nine of Deku-6, traditionally the Nine of Wands. With the Nine of Wands, you can kind of get stuck in a pattern. You may be faced with a situation where you're stuck in a pattern and have, like, it's kind of like the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting something different to come out of it. But then you do the one thing differently and you come across the solution to do that one thing or the several things differently. And then you find the prize, or then you see something change of great importance in your life. I could go into the backstory of what this is, but I'm afraid that I'd be too long-winded for it. But again, if you played the Zelda game, you know that this is the part where Link has to catch the blue flame. And it's too long of a story, but it's a maze to get to this thing. And if you make one wrong step, you fall. And when you get to this part of the game, it's really easy to get stuck because as you're rushing against the timer, you just keep on falling until you finally find a way to navigate the maze and not fall, and then you get to the prize in time. So yeah, this is basically it right here. So that's the energy of Sunday. You're in problem solving mode. You're also tired of going through the same things over and over again, and you want something different. This is the day for you to think about what you can do differently. This is the day to think about how you can navigate that situation in your life. It could be a relationship. That's actually the first thing I picked up. It's a relationship related matter. And then there's some of you who might be thinking in this way in regards to a career or a business endeavor. The wands are pretty enterprising, creative energies. So if this is about a project or creative endeavor or a career that you're dedicating yourself to where you find yourself stuck in a pattern, this is a good time to actually really re-examine your approach. Okay, so that's Sunday. Monday, we have the Strength card. Let me actually show you this. I don't know if like you can see it, but yeah. There you go. Just check to make sure you guys can see it. Oh, I have to hold it down here like this. All right. So with the Strength card, this is about treating something with grace. Treating an issue that arises or a sticky situation with grace and poise and patience. It's also facing that same issue with courage and compassion. And here, like traditionally, it's a woman holding the mouth of a lion open. There are some actual depictions of the Strength card in other tarot decks where there's someone even sticking their head in its mouth. But here, it's just Pamela, the little girl, and her father, who's a researcher. And he got, cursed, and he got turned into a monster, a Gibdo. Oh, Lord. Don't let me get into Zelda speak right now. This is such a wonderful deck. I love it. And so he gets turned into a monster, but the girl is now at this point on her own, having to navigate a tricky situation because her father could actually turn around and hurt her. He's not entirely aware of what's happening. All he knows is that it's happened to him. And this is just like a real wild situation. And she has to be very brave in dealing with that situation. There might be a similar situation. Well, not that similar because obviously this is a fantasy game. But there could be, once again, a tricky situation where you might have to deal with confrontation, or you might have to deal with some sort of disruption of sort, or some sort of thing on Monday, and you just kind of have to keep your head together. But you can do it. You can do it. This could be something related to the Sunday card, the situation that I'm picking up with the Sunday card, with the 9 of Deku sticks, or the 9 of Wands, and it could be leaking over into your week. But again, when I bring out the Magician, and with the overarching thing of creating the reality you want with the tools and the skills that you have, maybe one of the things that you can focus on changing this week is that thing. That point of, that turning point, that sense of, oh, well, this thing has been going on for this long, and here it comes, causing trouble, bringing disruption, thwarting me from whatever I want or need or feel like I should do, have, whatever. And with the Strength card, I can see where Spirit may be encouraging you to have courage in facing and dealing with the situation. And being patient with yourself too, as you dismantle the complications or dismantle the chaos and try to bring order back to it the best that you can. Using your abilities, giving it what you've got. For some people, you need to make a plan. For other people, this may involve speaking your mind, but gracefully, and speaking from your heart. Let's move forward to Tuesday. And we have the Hanged Man. Oof. 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 This looks bad, but don't give up, okay? So with Tuesday, and I'm seeing this theme just kind of playing out for everyone in the audience. It's like, wow, I'm being faced with the reality of something, and I am not sure what to do. I've done what I can. I can relate to that, actually. I can relate to that. So when you actually are in this position where you have done every possible thing to attack an issue, and you're coming across the same roadblock with it over and over again, maybe it's a time to say, you know what? I let go of it. I surrender to what is. It's so funny because I'm seeing this card and it kind of reminds me, and I'm just going to use a personal example. This isn't really about me. I read for the audience, but I'm still going to use a personal example. So there is a situation in my life where there is something that I desperately want to change, something that, and it involves a love interest. And I might be getting a little too vulnerable here, but it's okay. I trust you guys won't even know who I'm talking about anyway. And I recognize through my interactions with them that they aren't in a position to receive me romantically, even though I love them so deeply. And, I have no choice. And I've just come to that realization that I have to just step back and not try to control the situation, not try to force the other person's hand, because that could break the thing, that could break the relationship. And I value their friendship. I just have to let things be what they are. But it's not just letting things be what they are in the circumstance that relates to you, audience. It could also be an invitation from Spirit to see the problem from a different perspective. There are some of you who are watching this where you have been dealing with something for a very long time. And maybe something is coming to a head this week for you. And it's going to force you, some of you, to see it from a different perspective, all while being in a position where you're not able to do anything about it. Because you've already done everything that you can, or you're out of options for doing anything about it. In choosing to gracefully handle the situation or say whatever you had to say from Monday, that's the energy. We land into this state now of, okay, let me take my hands off of it. Let me surrender to what is happening. Let me allow Spirit to shift whatever I cannot shift in this situation. And sometimes there is power in just letting things be. Sometimes there's power in flipping that perspective, your lens, switching your lens, and seeing, in the surrender, it just flips your lens. It actually forces you to see something from a different perspective. It forces you to see the thing or the person differently. And it's usually when you surrender that the answer does end up finding you. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, it may not even be next week, honey, but it does come to you. You just have to have an open heart and mind. Now, to move forward to Wednesday, this is a surprise to me too. I'm reading as I go. We have the 4 of Rupees. Wednesday. So, with the 4 of Rupees, normally this comes up to talk about financial stability. So, for some people, there may be something related to financial stability that you're focusing on Wednesday. Maybe some people are getting paid on Wednesday and they're actually putting that money into the account. Maybe it's tax. Maybe it's taxes. I don't know. I don't know your life. But for others, I also can see where there may be an issue of holding back in a relationship situation. And when I say relationship, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic situation, even though that is common. That is commonly picked up in readings. But in this case, I keep it general because I'm speaking to a general audience that comes from all different backgrounds. So you may be holding back in fear of something, or trying to make the best of a circumstance where things are scarce, whether it's love, whether it's finances, and yeah, things kind of feel it's just there's security, and then taken too far, it becomes stagnancy. But maybe this is what this is here for. Maybe, maybe you are approaching a situation from a place of I have to grab what I can and I have to keep what I can because I don't want to lose this. And what if there isn't more? What if that's all there is to it? What if things don't change? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and this is just such a strange thing for me to pick up with such an otherwise wonderful card because it's so secure. It is so stable normally. But I also pick up a hint of insecurity, more like emotional, because there's something of value that you feel is at risk for Wednesday. And hey, maybe you just kind of have to weigh the risk. I'm also getting the sense that maybe from Tuesday, this is related to. Maybe you need to weigh the risk, and that's what's maybe you need to take a risk. And you're not doing it because you are holding on to something that you deem is so valuable. You fear change. You fear it being taken away. It's already not enough, but you don't want to risk losing it in your mind. Something about your mindset with this needs to shift. Something within you needs to understand that what is for you, what is truly for you, is not going to pass you by. And there's a need for trust in the process that you will receive above and beyond what you believe at this point in time for Wednesday. And I know, like, Valentine's Day is like around the corner, and I could sense this being about relationships a lot too. Even though money is in the mix, career is in the mix, some financial decisions are in the mix, some business decisions are in the mix here, but definitely I can see someone whose heart is closed. Someone who doesn't want to risk losing. But if they don't surrender, if they don't actually trust and open, they will end up losing the thing that they're holding on to anyway. This is Wednesday's energy. And maybe in order to create the change that you seek, you do need to open up. Maybe that's the answer for you. I'm not your therapist or counselor or anything like that. But I can tell the need for release when I see it. Ooh, the star card. Oh, let me show y'all the star card. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man, I need to tell this story. I need to tell this. Okay. So, there is a point in the Zelda game, the Majora's Mask. Link, the main character, the character you play, with the green tunic, the cute little boy in the green tunic, he goes to this place called Romani Ranch. And in Romani Ranch, he meets a girl. Well, oh Lord, I need to stay focused. I forgot the girl's name, but her older sister's... I think her older sister's name is Romani. Or she's Romani. I guess. And, all the while this is happening, and Link is trying to save Termina. He's trying to save the land called Termina. And in his quest, he meets this girl at Romani Ranch. And the moon is about to fall in 3 days. If I get too deep into the story, I'm going to lose y'all. I promise. So I'm not going to delve too deeply. But anyway, in this scene, this is the part where the aliens come to try to invade the ranch. Wow, this sounds so ridiculous, but it's okay. Just stay with me, please. So there's an alien species invading the ranch, and they're trying to steal the cows. Baby, if Link does not stop these cows, stop these aliens from stealing the cows, and from stealing little girl Romani away, there will be no more milk for Termina. The milk bar will close. One more thing that Termina loses hope in. Okay? We're already in a very dark place. See, the star card traditionally is a naked woman pouring water into a lake. And there's a big star, and I think 7 other stars in the sky that are big. But there's this one big star, just like the one here. And the star card symbolizes hope for the future. Hope in something better coming in. But for me, personally, I translate this as like the Great Spirit's calling card. That's like God saying, hey, I'm stepping in this situation. I'm coming in clutch for you. I'm going to make sure that whatever is wrong is righted. I'm going to bless you with a miracle. This is my miracle card. For other readers, it may not really be like that. It may not hold that much weight, but for me it does. And whenever I see it, I just get so excited. So, for Thursday, with the star card, whatever situation that you are believing God or the universe or the Great Spirit or whoever you believe in to fix for you or to come in clutch for, they come in clutch. They save the day, okay? I normally would draw clarifying cards, but I don't want to actually, you know what? Let me actually do that. I think I'm curious. Great Spirit. Ancestors, loved ones. May have clarity in the star card. Give me more context with the star card, please. See what do you have to say about this? Because I am also curious. Okay, guys. It gets real. But in a good way. The 5 of Pentacles, or the 5 of Rupees here, this is financial hardship, struggle, closed doors, rejection. Some of you could be job seeking, job searching. Some of you could also be faced with having made a hard choice recently that involved you walking away from something too. And Spirit comes in and says, here I am. I'm going to bring you this something better. I'm going to fix the situation. I'm going to make it right. For some people, the situation that you might have been dealing with, that going around in circles thing, may have actually ended in a closed door or a walking away. But then there's a chance to make amends. there's a chance to make things right. For others of you, this could be a job offer in the work. And then for others of you, it is so weird for me to say this, but let me tell you, sometimes rejection is protection. And Spirit may be coming in to show you that that is the point. That sometimes the reason why something isn't working out is because it was never meant to work out and there was always something better all along. Take it how it resonates. You know how long you've been dealing with the same BS. You know how long you've been trying to make whatever this is fit into your life. Remember, you're the magician. Oh, I don't have the magician card anymore. It's lost in the deck, but I was going to show it to you. But basically, the magician, if you remember, I showed you that card at the bottom of the deck in the beginning. It's about using the tools, the skills, and all the ability that you have to create the life that you want, to create the reality that you want, to build the thing that you want. There's power in your head. Sometimes the things that you want so bad actually disempower you. If you think long and hard enough, and you take your hand off the situation long enough, and you step back, you will see that it's actually disempowering to you. And it invites chaos into your life in a way that you don't need. And it actually obstructs your path. It takes away from the effort that you are making to build your life the way that you want, to build your life in the way that you need. It obstructs the path of God's blessing reaching you. And to make it less, woo-woo, on a practical level, all the time that you are spending trying your darndest to hold on to a situation or to fix a situation could be better spent investing in something new, or investing in other parts of your life that deserve the effort and attention you're giving to this right here, to this difficulty right here. You know what I'm saying? I hope that you understand what I'm saying. So, this is Thursday's energy, where Spirit comes in, intervening. Just like Link comes in, saving the ranch from being invaded. So for Friday, I'm surprised. Let me be surprised. The night of Deku Sticks. Yeah. Okay. I had to. Oh my goodness. This is beautiful. So, the Night of Deku Sticks is traditionally the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands, or the Knight of Deku Sticks, is go for it. It's that energy of go get it. Take that risk. Apply for that job. Go ask that person out. Go speak your truth. Go in that direction that you've always wanted to go. There's nothing holding you back but you. That is the energy for Friday. I also see some affairs spinning off, just a little bit. Things getting off to a great, fast, fiery start with the Night of Deku Sticks. And of course, it's Valentine's Day, so there's some love in the air. And for some reason, I am being called to clarify the Night of Deku Sticks. Because, why not? Oh, great spirit, loved ones, guides. Deku, Knight of Deku sticks. May I get clarity on that? Let me get clarity on the Knight of Deku sticks, please. Thank you. And, you know, for those of you who aren't looking for anything serious, this is a good thing. For those who are looking for something serious, it may involve more time than what the Knight of Deku sticks would normally give something. They're here as long as the excitement and the passion is there. But when it requires, you know, the dopamine rush is there, but when it requires the serotonin and the oxytocin, you know, they kind of get a little antsy and be like, where's the excitement at? Where's the passion at? Where's the limerence at? So be careful, those of you who are dating and meeting someone for the first time on this day, if you're looking for something serious. For those of you who are already in a committed relationship and in love, this could be doing something that you haven't done in a long time together. I'm not going to go into detail, but that is, if you guys haven't planned it, this is a good way to reintroduce some passion into the relationship. Going someplace new, traveling, you know, plan to travel, plan to just go somewhere different and do something different. And, you know, bring some new stimuli into your relationship. Okay? That's a suggestion here. I'm not trying to tell you what to do now. But guess what I got for the clarifying card? Death. Okay, so please don't look at this card and think that somebody's gonna die. That's not what it is. Instead, the death card talks about the release or the inevitable and coming end of a situation as it is now. And then it transforms into something different. So, with the taking of the risk, or the going for the thing that you want, or the reintroducing a new thing, or introducing a new thing into your life, your relationship, your situation, you facilitate the process of your situation evolving. But there is something that does come to an end. For some, it could be, I'm just going to use an example. Let's say, and, oh, I'm so sorry. I kicked the thing. Anyway, so let's say that I'm just going to use myself as a personal example, and I'm going to speak hypothetically. This person that I'm in love with who's a friend, right? Let's say I come up to them and I say, hey, you know what? I'm really feeling you. And it's actually getting more difficult for me to be friends with you because of how much I feel for you. One of two things could happen. It could be the person says, well, you know, I'm not exactly feeling you, but I really do value our friendship. And it would be a shame if I had to lose you as a friend because of this. Now I have a choice. I could either move on and continue the friendship, or move on and leave this person completely behind. Either way, the dynamic of our friendship changes somewhat, because either I lose the feelings or I lose the person and the feelings. But the friendship is not the same because I have admitted deeper feelings. That's just like just a an example to use. But for your situation, it could be different, audience, depending on who you are and what your situation is. But with the introducing of the thing that involves you taking a risk, whatever action you take that is not expected by the other person or not usual to the situation, when you apply that action, when you enact that thing, the thing comes, whatever aspect of the thing that you were dealing with that made it so difficult comes to an end. I don't sense that it will involve necessarily pain. You might be afraid, you might not know what to expect, but the outcome, I don't sense that it is painful. I sense that it is liberating. I sense that it sets you free. And so this is the energy for Friday. And I hope that what I'm saying so far makes sense. Comment below if you feel like that may be resonating with you or that may look like an outcome that you feel is likely. Ooh, and Saturday. Things let up. The sun shines. Oh my goodness, I love this reading. Oh my goodness, this was a ride. Oh my goodness. Because I'm shuffling and then I lay the cards down. I have them face down. I don't know what to expect from each turn. So it's just like, what? So now we're here with the sun, okay? And the sun is a wonderful card to see in any reading because it indicates good times are here. Not good times are coming. Good times are here. Good times are now. The weekend is your friend here for next Saturday or this coming Saturday. And yeah, so I'm already looking at the situation. I'm looking at the card, sensing the energy, and I'm already seeing the possibility that something in your life, if you should take the actions, do the self-reflection. Do the reflection on the situation instead of trying to attack whatever it is you're dealing with from the same angle you always had. Unpack your fear of letting go and releasing control. Unpack your lack mentality and the belief that you don't deserve better or you feel like there's nothing better out there. There's nothing better than this, even though what's going on is producing so little for you. You're not really reaping the benefit of the situation. If you stand back, release your grip, reflect, self-reflect, allow the Great Spirit, God, universe, or your higher power, or whoever you may believe in, or even if you don't. Sometimes things have a funny way of working themselves out. Things have a funny way of turning around. But you have to believe in the goodness of life. I believe that in order for your situation, audience, to begin to shift, there has to be a belief in something higher than you. Whether it's a deity, a god, or the force we call God, whether it's the belief in the goodness of life, the belief that something better will come. There has to be some sort of belief that better, more, higher is possible. Because if you don't have that belief, you're going to be stuck. You're going to be repeating a pattern. You're going to be going around in circles. And there's not enough time in our lives for that kind of thing. You get what I'm saying? Of course, there's a lesson in every experience. There's always something to learn if you're looking for it in every experience, especially the kinds like this. But look at the 9 of Deku sticks. You already learned the same lesson 9 times. Do you really want to drive it to the 10th time? And it hasn't worked? Think about it. Think about it. You know? So when I see the sun on Saturday, there's an implication that some self-reflection has taken place. Some letting go of a burden that isn't yours has taken place. The risk has been taken. The thing has been said that needed to be said. The release has happened. And you are experiencing peace. You are experiencing joy. And let's say none of this happened at all. Maybe it just happened to be some other mundane stuff that happened throughout the week. And you're just glad that this week is over because the week was hard. That's okay. The sun is still shining on you. You have a lot of reasons to be happy. It may not look like that right now, but yes, count your blessings. Count your blessings. And this is especially true, like if you're single and watching this and you're like, oh, but I ain't got nobody after all this time, or yeah, I've been with such and so, or whatever, and they broke my heart, and I'm still single after all of this. Sometimes taking a look at the brighter side of life and the things that you are, don't take anything for granted, but instead count your blessings and account for the things that you do have that make your life great. That's how you get in the energy of the sun card. But for most of the audience, I'm just seeing that that's the vibe that the Saturday brings. That's just the vibe. And if you're not a naturally happy person, I would just say, like, this is a good day. If you want to just go out in nature, you could do that. Like, it'll totally help you to find whatever level of peace, whatever peace that you may be seeking, right? From dealing with a difficult week. Get out in some nature, get in the sun. Others who may not be inclined to go outside or do anything outside, it's a good day to partake in some hobbies, some arts and crafts, some, painting, playing games, writing. And I know I sound lame right now. I really do. But, sometimes it's the simple joys, the simple things. Do some simple things, that will reintroduce or introduce some joy in your day to help you feel this energy. And when you just look at this, I just see like a beautiful picture. I see a beautiful picture of the journey of someone who has said enough is enough. And they've decided to basically they stood back, they regrouped, and they did something different. They ended up choosing to do something different and going with what their heart is saying to do. They listen to their heart, and it pays off. But I want to know what you guys think about it too. This has been the weekly reading for February, the second week of February, from the 9th until the 15th. Okay? Let me know in the comments what you think. I am open. I am ready to respond to all of the feedback. Let me know what you thought about the reading. And of course, if you have any questions for me or if you would like a personal reading, my DMs and my inbox is also open. Please, I'm available. Okay? This has been your reading from Soapbox Tarot. My name is Riwante. I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. And may God, may the Great Spirit, may the universe, may a higher power bless you today and always. Bye for now.